Yo, what's up? Welcome to my first YouTube video. Today, I'll be showing you guys how I use Todoist to structure my day. For me personally, I've tried so many different apps and widgets out there, and I always try to search for better apps to help organize my life. But I always find myself coming back to Todoist. It has so many great features, such as creating projects, integration into Google Calendar, and more. That's why I'm sharing this guide on how to use Todoist with you guys. It's completely free and has increased my productivity by a lot. So for me, since I'm a high school student, I have different projects for each class. So you see math, science, Spanish, English, so on. I've also a separate project. YouTube is right there, math and my science project for outside schoolwork. What's great about Todoist is that in each project, you can have sub-projects that divide up your goals. So I'll create a project right here, actually title it English book, and let's create a task right there. And in each one, you can add a section. So for example, I can add chapter 1, and then below that I can add chapter 2. And this is something that I found is really unique to Todoist and allows you to really structure and make it easy to break down complex goals such as writing a book. And I can just add write 100 words. And the cool thing about To-Do-List is that inside of this, you can add subtasks. So I could add write, edit, and then proofread, and then all of that just gets saved here, and it's just so easy to structure projects. What I usually do for task creation is I go to the sidebar, click on today, and I'll add a task. So for example, I might want to write 100 pages, and in here Todoist has a really cool feature where if you hit shift and then the number 3 button, it comes up with all of your projects that you've created. So obviously I'm going to put this in English, and you can see how this can really easily separate your school subjects, whatever sub projects you have, or if you're working with a team. For me personally, seeing the different subjects with how many tasks I have makes it easy to prioritize. And then after that, I can add P2, which means priority 2 basically. So if I put that there, you can see that that's orange, and that means that that's a priority 2. So if I make another random task, for example, read a book, and I can also put that in English, but since I have to read a book before writing 100 pages, I can put P1, and what that does is it will automatically bring that to the top of the list, and if I try to move it down, it doesn't work, as you can see. And that makes it really easy to not get lost with having to rearrange your tasks if you have a lot in your project, and it just helps you gauge how much work you have to do, what stuff is due today. Apart from my schoolwork and my projects, I also have daily habits that I need to complete, and I'm sure you need to as well. So I actually create a separate project which is called Daily Habits, and in here you can see that I have a bunch of different things that I have to do for each day. And what I usually do is I will add a task. So for example, read 30 minutes of a book, and I'll just set that as P2, but at the end, Todoist also has this keyword called daily, and what that does is if you hit enter, you see this, and it says every day, one task due, and you can basically just add every week, and you see that it will turn up red, and that basically means that task will repeat every week starting from today, which is Wednesday. A lot of other task to-do lists, they don't really have this in Word type of recognition, and it takes a while to like go to schedule, set the due date. Todoist makes it really easy, and that's why, in my opinion, this is the best to-do list app out there. If I go to upcoming, which is basically the entire schedule, and if you see 3:30 minutes of a book, I click that, and you can see that it drops to the bottom, which means that tomorrow I have to complete that as well. I have it. To recap, I set up different projects for different areas of my life, and for more complex problems or projects, I add subcategories to structure my work. I also add daily repeating tasks and weekly tasks to add checkpoints to make sure that I stay on track. I hope you found this video helpful, and I hope it inspires you to make your own organizational system or follow this one.